So thanks for following this prompt. I made it first as a response for a class, an artwork response for a class, then realized it could also be used as a prompt. And so what happened is I ran across an article I wanted to use, a thesis actually, that I wanted to use for a response to the term affordance. And then I liked the thesis so much, I liked the abstract and what it was about, but I was having trouble sticking with it. I mean, I actually needed to rewrite it for myself so that I could really think about it. And so I went ahead and did that, printed it up and put on my edits and rewrote it for myself. It didn't change any of the substance. And then I thought, well, I'm just going to use this, and let's think about this and what it means to adjust a piece of writing. And so I did that and created an extra prompt to go with it regarding handwriting. So when I teach, I'm thinking a lot about using 3 terms: soft landing, hard landing, and edge. And so I'm just going to, if this particular graduate student, and they did such a great job, I'm not criticizing, knocking them at all, and they'll be in the sources. It was, if they were my student, basically, once that came across my desk, it wouldn't really get past me. I would have to ask them to do some adjustments to it. And so the soft landing for them is really this presentation that I'm making. Just easy to look at, hopefully, and to absorb. And the harder landing is comprehending the editing needs. It's not always easy to realize that maybe these editing needs are necessary. So that would be the hard landing. The edge is studying and implementing stylistic clarity and rhythm. And that's rewarded. It's rewarded by happy readers. I mean, hopefully. It's hard for me to know that exactly, but I was a happier reader. So second, other students need different landings. So I'm asking other students to do something different with this. I'm just using this as a takeoff. So the soft landing for them is the reading, just comparing the 2 readings and thinking about, style and clarity and all the things that, they might see when they read those 2 readings. So clarity can be as simple as, I wrote it right here, as putting descriptors in front of, let me go back, and or articles. I'm sorry, I can't even read my own typing. I can read my handwriting, but the typing is too small, so I'm going to make it bigger. All right. So clarity can be as simple as putting descriptors in front of and not after the nouns or the people, places, and things, and doing that as much as possible. Style can be cultural, and there are lots of style books, by the way, that really kind of simply and are really very cool to follow, and you can see how to do things like this. So but for example, style, though, can be cultural and personal, and it can be learned. So for example, just a sentence: the cat is big and brown, and it's hiding. And so that can turn into the big brown cat hides. That's a simple one. But you can change the style. You can say the cat is big, it's brown, and it's in my closet. And that's perfectly concise. And it represents a certain kind of style of voice. And maybe it's not the best one, but it's just an example. So the hard landing for these students involves reading and decoding the handwritten notes that I put on the original writing, and the edge becomes writing for themselves, and that's rewarded with independent ability to read handwritten notes, it can connect the current and the historical in such amazing ways, and create independence, as I said before, meaning that you don't need someone else to kind of decode it for you. And so hopefully that's not just an edge, but a beginning of something for young people if it's needed. All right, thanks.